Today is August the 2nd, 2022. I am Connie Lester. With me is Jessica Oldham and Dillard Alvin Gould. We are conducting this oral history via Zoom. So Mr. Gould, welcome to the oral history. Would you please state your name and tell us a little bit about where you're from and what it was like growing up?
Okay. My name is Dillard Alvin Gould. That's my given name, but I was under a different name until I went to the service. My mom didn't like the name I was given, so she put the name she wanted on my birth certificate. And I didn't know about that until I went in the service when I was 17. You need my original name?
If you want to give it to us, yes.
My original name was Aloy Tossi. A-L-O-I-E. Tossi. And my mom didn't like that name, but it was given to me by my aunt. And she never changed it. She just put what she wanted on my birth certificate, which was my great-grandfather's name. His name was Dillard Gould. So I was surprised when I got to the service and I gave him my birth certificate that it was different. So I went through school with that name. And when I tried to get my school records when I was in New Jersey, they had a hard time finding it. Yeah.
So what was your childhood like? What was it like growing up in Oviedo?
Growing up in Oviedo was, well, it wasn't easy. I had well, first of all, I didn't start school at 6 years old like most kids did. I started at 5. And that was a problem for me for a while because I think I was too young to be there. But my mom insisted that I go because I knew a lot of stuff. Apparently I didn't know enough. In later years, they caught up with me. I didn't get past the 8th grade. But eventually I finished school with a GED. And I passed it the first time around, which was good. There's not much about my childhood, nothing dramatic about it or anything. I was just a kid that was always hungry. My mom worked every day and my dad wasn't around.
What kind of work did your mother do?
She was a farm worker. After that, she went to work for Henry Walcott on Lake Charm in Oviedo. She worked for them for 37 years.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
I had 2 brothers and 3 sisters. I don't know how in the world my mom took care of all of us, but she did. She was a good woman.
It sounds like it. Were you the oldest or kind of in the middle?
No, I was the 3rd.
You were the 3rd, okay.
No, wait a minute. I had 2 brothers and a sister before me. That made me 4th. and two sisters after me. Yeah.
Do you remember what kinds of games you played as a kid?
Oh, we loved baseball. And I played basketball. Um, baseball was my favorite game.
What position did you play?
Well, I was a center fielder.
Were these baseball games in the neighborhood or did you play at school?
Both. Neighborhood and at school. I probably could have been a professional, but they wasn't allowed back in my day.
So you were an adult. As a child, integration hadn't come and the civil rights movement hadn't come. So you experienced integration as an adult. I'm assuming when you went into the Army. Can you tell me what that was like?
Well, at first it was okay. I was the first one in my group to get a promotion. But after that, I was sent to Germany. And the first sergeant that didn't like me at all, he was from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And he said as long as he was there, I would never get any place. And he was a lifer. He was going to be there forever. So and he was right. I never got any place. My platoon leader, the lieutenant, he put me in for promotions maybe 4 or 5 times. They never got past the first sergeant. It wasn't easy. But I had planned to stay in there for 20 years or so. But as it was, I got out after 3 years. A lot of time I think I should have stayed in, but I couldn't take what was going on.
Did you have a chance to travel around in Germany when you were there?
Oh, yes. It was a beautiful country.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Munich, lots of places.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Augsburg station.
Okay.
I didn't want to come home. I knew how it was back there, so.
Mm-hmm.
But in Germany, I had freedom I had never felt before.
So when you got out of the service, what kind of work did you do?
Well, first I went to school. I got my GED. And I went to school, electronics school.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a job with AT&T. And I retired with them.
Okay. Was it difficult to get a job with AT&T? Were they open?
No, not at first.
Okay.
They hired me because they needed me to rescue them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They were fined by the government $6 million for doing what they were doing. They were hiring sisters and brothers and cousins and aunts for the people that were there.
Mm-hmm.
And they needed me to try to break that up.
Did it get better over time?
Since I was the only different color person there, didn't get much better.
Mm-hmm.
But I did the best I could do.
How long have you lived in the West, in Nevada?
We've just been here 3 years.
Okay.
I came out here to see after my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's mother couldn't live alone again because she's in her 90s. So we came out to take her in, take care of her.
Where did you live while you were working for AT&T?
Well, I lived in New Jersey for 20 years.
Mhm.
Then I moved back to Florida, and I was there for the rest of the time I was with AT&T.
Can you talk about the changes you've seen over time? How much change do you think there has been since you
Well,
were a child?
I've seen a lot of good and a lot of not so good. Some of the changes were kind of fake changes, wasn't real changes. But they were verbal.
Is there something you would like to say? A lot of students will look at this oral history. Is there something you would like to say to them because they were born so much later?
Well, take everything as it is and try to live through it. That's all you can do. I don't think I don't think the color barrier will ever end. It's been there forever, so it's just the way it is.
As you think about this Oviedo Colored School Museum that is being built,
Uh-huh.
what kinds of expectations do you have for that museum? What do you hope it will accomplish?
Well, I hope that the people that go there will understand that the world is what it is and it's not going to change too much. And they have it much better than we did, the kids.
Is there anything you would like to tell us that we haven't talked about or that you would expand on what we've talked about earlier?
I can't think of any.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your time and we thank you for doing this oral history with us. And this has been an oral history with Dillard Alvin Gould, conducted on August the 2nd, 2022, but through Zoom by Connie Lester and Jessica Oldham. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.